Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is the case of Jay Slater. May he rest in peace. He's the 19-year-old boy who was lost 29 days in the mountains and cliffs before he was found in Moscow. I wanted to show you all a couple of red flags that I think is really important, that I consider as major red flags of different people who are around Jay Slater, his family. I mean friends, including Ayub and Rocky, the two men from the Moscow Airbnb. May Jay Slater rest in peace. Condolence to his families, friends, loved ones, and I hope the inquiry gives us further results, which I personally don't believe it will do much, due to the fact that Jay Slater is a young British citizen who was found deceased in Tenerife. So that automatically makes it the case of Spain. And we saw that Tenerife refused Lancashire Police's help to find Jay Slater. The reason I've started this case is, like I've said previously, I started with following this case from the beginning. I didn't want to start speculating. It was a bit too early, or not even speculating, finding theories of what could have possibly happened, because it is a mystery. And not only is it a mystery, there's so many red flags with Brandon, Lucy, Brady, Ayub, Rocky, even Christopher P. or Christopher Tenerife. The deceased young man, his body wasn't found for 29 days, although there was dogs that experienced canine dogs, what they call, I believe. Many dogs were brought into the search, helicopter searches, drone searches. Everything was done for the first 13 days until they took a break, because the case was running wild, especially on TikTok and social media and the mainstream news, and the police wanted to get on doing a proper job of trying to find this young man. What is strange is there was a festival there for 3 nights and 3 days, kind of like these music festivals with the best DJs performing. Jay has never been out of the country without his family, so this was the first vacation he took with his friends. Jay has a history. Everyone in life has a history, but at such a young age, he's made some serious mistakes. When Jay was 17 years old, he was involved in some gangs. They were selling Class A rugs. 8 thugs who split, trigger warning, boys, opened with machete.gene. So there's this young lad called Tom Hilton. He was just 17 years old at that time. They attacked him with a long machete, axe, and golf clubs. There were 8 of them. Jay was one of the 8. they all were given very lenient sentence because they were underage. And Jay was given community service, which he was doing. He was coming towards the end of it before he got on this vacation, unfortunately. But actually, Jay was trying to change and make amends. So you can imagine, we have Tom Hilton, who was just 15 years old when this happened to him, or 16 years old. So we have somebody who could be out for revenge. Now, what is interesting is Tom Hilton is friends with Lucy May on Facebook. And he's friends with Brady on one of his Facebooks. He's not friends with Jay. Tom Hilton is the young man that was assaulted. He was the victim. But don't get carried away too easily, because I did research and checked into Tom Hilton's life. He's definitely a victim, but he has been charged with 27 offenses, from robbery to assaults to different kind of things. I wonder what really went in all these young boys' lives, especially outside London. We're having difficulties inside London with all the knife crimes. I'm sure they're going through the same outside London, but 15 years old selling A-class? Ouch. Somebody should have noticed it in the community. I wonder why it wasn't taken that seriously. But anyway, we have a motive here, a good motive. And allegedly, there's a lot of talk about, I don't know if it's true, Tom Hilton, his father, knows Ayub Qasim, the guy Jay drove with to the Airbnb. So I don't know how true that is, but we have, God bless Jay soul, these two young men were involved in criminality. And my question is, although Jay, may rest in peace, was trying to make amends, did he get caught up back in what he was doing? The rugs, we heard about the Rolex, we heard about different things. This is Tommy Hilton, and this is his Facebook. He's friends with Lucy. So Tom Hilton knew Lucy May well, and I believe Lucy May got to know Jay either in 2023 or 2024. Lucy May has traveled on a holiday to Malta in May, and Jay was reported missing on 17th June. She was in Malta with a couple of friends. She said that's the best vacation she's had. And believe me, she travels a lot. Now, the vacation in Malta was with, I believe, 5-6 guys and a girl, another female. She looked like she was having a lovely time. And in that picture was Tommy Hilton. That is the guy Jay and Jay's 7 friends assaulted badly, left almost unalived. So I'm just asking you, do you think that Tom Hilton could have taken revenge? It happens very often, especially in the UK. There's always gang war, gang beefs. They always straighten their things, and it's much easier, allegedly, I believe, to straighten out whatever you're going to do abroad. Because this case happened in Lancashire, UK. It happened 3 years ago when they assaulted Tom Hilton. They assaulted him 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And obviously, nobody would be satisfied with the sentence Jay and his friends were given. It was barely anything for leaving a person, the skull wide open, the leg, the hand, trigger warning. He was operated many times. He barely survived. A girl had to literally throw her body on him so that they would stop the attack on this young lad. So I don't believe it's a stretch to think that he could easily take revenge, and especially out of the country, because then it doesn't become UK's problem. Although UK would love to deal with it, example, they can't deal with it. This happened in Spain, in Tenerife. It belongs there. That's why they refused the invitation of Lancashire police. Or the other reason I can think of is that Jay used to sell A-class rugs. So what if he got into some bad business there? He was carrying a man bag. All of a sudden the man bag was gone. Did someone rob it of him? Was there something worth it? We kept on hearing Rolex. And I heard Rolex is a term for rugs too. What happened? What does Lucy know? Why isn't Brandon talking? This is Jay and his friends at a young age. This is when they attacked Tommy Hilton and almost left him unalived. And they didn't get proper sentencing. Now, if you see this picture properly, on the left-hand side, there's only one person, one guy without a t-shirt. I believe that is Tommy Hilton, because he's in this picture. It is on Lucy's Facebook. This is in Malta in May 2024. He's the one showing his middle finger. He has 27 offenses. Assault, robbery, many different things. Point being, you see Lucy there standing with the other female and the guy with the white t-shirt. And she wrote, this was the best vacation she's ever had. So did they make a plan to take revenge on Jake? Could that have been possible? Look at him showing his finger. Could that be a sign, a message, anything? Could Tommy have paid Ayub and Lucy to take care of the business? How well do these people know each other? Lucy actually knows the victim and the person who assaulted the victim. In the case of Jay Slater, his 7 friends, and the victim, who's supposed to be Tom Hilton. Although Tommy Hilton has 27 serious assaults. He's gone many times to prison, I believe. Was Jay set up that night? Was there a fight that night? People usually hang out in the beach for at least an hour, 40 minutes. Did a fight break out? Jay was carrying a pot, a man bag, and all of a sudden it was gone. Did he lose it? Was it grabbed off him? Did someone steal it? And did Jay have to face the consequences? The reason I say that is, who would go to Mazda that is in the desert near the mountains when you're already with your friends and the festivals and everything, the party's going on here? It doesn't make sense. So was Lucy May, part of maybe a revenge plan on Jay? Because in June, she was just on holidays with Jay Slater when he turned out to be missing and he was found under a ravine 2 weeks ago. He was reported missing on the 17th of June, but this woman was partying and she was on a vacation with a group of friends, and one of them is Tommy Hilton. Make that make sense. She knows both of them. So was all this planned in Malta? How does she afford to take all these vacations from 2021 December up to now? Within 2 days, she's flown to Tunisia, Holland, Tenerife. Within 2 days, checked it in 2 hotels. It's all on her Facebook. Did Lucy May set Jay up? Why would you leave your friend who's never been to Tenerife before, but you've been there since 2021 December, and you know that he has enemies? Why would you leave him? Why would you let him go with Ayub? Why are you lying that you don't know Ayub, but at the same time Ayub says you came and knocked at his door? Ayub said that Lucy, Rocky, and himself were calling out and yelling out, and another friend were yelling out Jay's name at the mountainside at night. I thought Jay Slater went missing during the day, 8:30 in the morning. This doesn't look like any family picture or friend picture. Jay looks like he's very sad, depressed, lonely, that he doesn't belong there. That's just what I feel, in my opinion. He feels like he needs someone to just come and get him out of that place. Betty, keep on calling her Betty, I might as well call her Betty. Lucy over here seems to be in some kind of business besides drugs. There's something else going on. And I'm not going to mention what I believe. But this girl has too much money at such a young age, traveling, checking into hotels, staying in a country only for one night. She needs to be investigated properly. I really believe she, Brady, Brandon, Ayub, Rocky, and even that Christopher Tenerife guy set poor Jacob. I feel so sorry for him. Why was Jay's clothes found besides him? Was he carrying his t-shirt in his hand? Or was he found completely without clothes? What are they trying to say? And how come the dogs didn't smell, get the scent of the body for 29 days? At least the first couple of days, they would have got it. And the LaGuardia was searching for the first 13 days properly. Something's not right. Ayub said clearly that he was at the mountainside with Lucy, Rocky, and another mate yelling out Jake's name, searching for Jake at night. Imagine that, at night. But Jake wasn't reported missing till 9 a.m. in the morning. Where's Are You Blind? I really believe they set up poor Jay. He trusted Lucy. The boy was already knackered. You could see he was down. He was thirsty. He was hungry. He didn't sleep from the nightclub. See, even in this picture, he has the black man bag on him, on his neck. He had that in the nightclub, and then within a couple of minutes it was gone. I think an argument could have broken up because of that. What was in the bag? We heard about a Rolex. Or did Lucy give him something to distribute or sell? Allegedly. I wonder if the police investigated Tommy Hilton. I'm sure they did. They must have questioned him. And I'm sure he was definitely in the UK. He could have been behind it, but he wouldn't be that dumb. He has to have a solid alibi that he wasn't out of the country. This is just an example of crimes he has done. He's done over 27 crimes he's been charged with. That's the victim, Tommy Hilton. So he wasn't that kind of a victim we think either. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's completely wrong what they did to him. But what I'm trying to say is he could have easily plotted some kind of revenge for Jake. Pay attention to this. This is Lucy May's Facebook. These are the places she's been in 2023. There's times she's been to Tenerife, within very short stays. Hardly any gaps. June, May, March, January, February, December, Saudi Arabia, North Africa, Tunisia, Tenerife, Puerto Rico. Pay attention. So you can see all her check-ins. Pay attention to how busy she was on the 14th of July, 2023. How many countries she visited within 2 days. Did Jake go and steal a Rolex watch like it was said by the reporter? He said, me and some Mali kids are trying to steal a watch just now. And that could have costed like 30,000. K, easily. 20,000 K. To get unalived for that. Or was it the black bag he was carrying around his neck? That had something valuable like rugs. You can see Jake is completely sober there. And I don't think Jake in his right mind would have gone to any mountains or cliffs. Doesn't make sense. Lancashire is a very green area where he's from, with mountains and hills and rivers and dams and lakes and everything. So I'm sure Jake is used to nature. That is one thing that surprises me. But this young woman knows Tenerife since December 2021. She goes to Tenerife, Tunisia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia. We saw so many different countries. She's checked in and out. Holland, UK. What is this young woman up to? I'm kind of worried for her too. Hope she doesn't become the next victim. Okay, Ayub Qasim is a convicted drug dealer. That's on the news. So it's not something that is a conspiracy, that's the truth. I wonder what linked him up with Jake Slater. Jake is only 19 years old. This man is 31 years old. Why didn't they rent an Airbnb somewhere else near it where Jay was on the southern side? Why did they rent? It's so far away, near the mountains and cliffs and ravines. Did they have intentions to get rid of Jay from the very beginning? May he rest in peace. He deserves justice. This is from the Sun exclusive. I've seen people on channels discussing about this, and it's interesting. What I see personally is they said it was Jay with his cigarette. I doubt that. This is two people. You can see two big feet, male shoes, I guess, trainers, one on the left side, one on the right, and I think there's a female in between him that he's holding around the neck or waist or something like that. The neck, definitely. And I won't be surprised if that could be the only female I can think of is Lucy May. And Ayub said that Lucy May came to his hotel. I believe they all are lying. What if it was Lucy May and Brady? Or Lucy May and Jay? But where did Jay go after that? And Lucy May has been caught up with many lies about her phone. She said that it was Jay who called her, but she called Jay. And the location that was pinging was that she was near the site where Jay's phone last pinged. Something doesn't make sense. You can see if you look close at the steps, there's actually drops that look like red drops. What was actually really happening? Look at the wall too. There's a small spot there. And this place was painted up. But anyway, this is definitely two people. Definitely two people. I personally believe that Brady is lying. There's something that he knows. I'm not saying he's involved, but he knows more than he's saying. There's something that he's hiding. I understand, especially as a mental health counselor, I understand as a cognitive behavior therapist that people in shocking moments or in scary moments, they can laugh and giggle a bit and all. But nothing is right about this interview. To start with, he begins with, I'm here just to give this interview because of Jay, his mother. Jay was supposed to be your best friend. You're not supposed to be here for Jay's mother. You're supposed to be here for Jay. You're supposed to be here with your own empathy for your best friend. Allegedly, that was your best friend. And then he starts saying that Jay starts kind of slipping out or rocking out of the rocky. His feet starts stepping on the small rocks and all, and he could hear that, and he was sliding or something, but it wasn't any dangerous. Nothing makes sense of this interview. And he decided to come 11 days later. Why?
Oh, not a big drop, just a little tiny little drop, and he's going down there. He goes, I'll ring you back, because I think someone else was ringing him. If you're thinking like me, he would have went back up and started walking around the path again. He wouldn't have gone all that way down there.
It remains unclear at the moment as to why he didn't catch a bus, why he didn't head back down the mountain towards Masca, why he didn't wait for a lift. The suggestion being at the moment from private investigator Mark Williams-Thomas is that he was scared of something or someone. And that's pretty much at the heart of this. We just don't know. There's no explanation. We've got various statements that have been issued by Ayub Kassim as to what happened, what unfolded. He says that Jay arrived at the Airbnb alive and that he left the Airbnb alive. We've got also statements from Lucy May Law, the last person to speak to him, during a panicked phone call where he said that he was in the middle of nowhere, he was lost, he had no water, and he had 1% left on his battery. So for now, as I say, there are more questions than there are answers, and that is probably at the very heart of it. What on earth happened at that Airbnb? That's crucial. The family
have nice. Do I know Lucy? I know her a little bit. I know her through my friend, like, do you know what I mean? I know her through my friend, like. I had like a couple of interactions with her. I saw her at NRG Xanadu. She said hello. She was with my mate. Where else did I see Lucy? I see her now on the strip. She said hello, Lucy, alright? It's normal conversation, innit? Like, we're not like mates and that. And the last time she come to my house, not only that, like, this is another thing you lot don't know. Me, Lucy, and Rocky and one of my other mates, we was out at night looking for him, grabbing the Spanish mountain police and saying, come with us, this is the last location. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we was actually doing bits, but you lot don't know that. Do you know what I'm saying? You're quick to fucking point fingers and say, oh, you done this, she done that. Bro, like, leave them alone. Like, they're actually feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're actually feeling it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's feeling it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you lot don't know how I felt the minute he walked out, and then all of them lot come out, and we're in the night time at the side of the mountain shouting, Jay, Jay, Jay. Like, do you know what I'm saying? There's like a guilt in you thinking like, bro, if I knew he was gonna walk, I would have said, bro, fucking chill out. Like, you're not walking nowhere. Do you know what I mean? But then I would have been told, oh, you had him hostage. So, you know what I'm saying? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Turn on Morty, guys. Yeah, I love you too, guys.
Did your guys hear what Ayub clearly said? He said, why are the public blaming Lucy May when y'all don't even know, he said. What do y'all know? She came down to me and what do y'all know? We went down to the mountainside and we were yelling out, J, 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 at night. Didn't J go missing 8:30 in the morning?
You lot don't know how I felt the minute he walked out, and then all of them lot come out, and we're in the night time at the side of the mountain shouting, Jay, Jay, Jay. Like, do you know what I'm saying? There's like a guilt in you thinking like, bro, if I knew he was gonna walk, I would have said, bro, fucking chill out. Like, you're not walking nowhere. Do you know what I mean? But then I would have been told, oh, you had him hostage. So, you know what I'm saying? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Pay attention, please. Listen clearly to each and every word he says. Ayub Kassim knows Lucy well, although he's not admitting how well he knows her. He said the last time she came to my house, and then he stops himself, and then he says, what do you all know? Me, Lucy, Rocky, and my other mate were in the mountainside at night yelling out Jay's name. Make this make sense. This guy needs to be questioned properly. He needs to be investigated properly. I believe he rented the Airbnb to finish whatever evil plan they had, allegedly, in Moscow. They either led Jay to the point of no return. They could have rugged him easily. Wasn't that what he was arrested for? 9 years? Charged for? Just saying. Now let's listen to this once again properly.
Yeah, why did he have knives, Sammy? Like, that's what I'm thinking, like why did he have knives? Do I know Lucy? I know her a little bit. I know her through my friends, like, do you know what I mean? I know her through my friend, like. I had like a couple of interactions with her. I saw her at NRG Xanadu. She said hello. She was with my mate. Where else did I see Lucy? I see her on the strip. She said hello, Lucy, alright? It's a normal conversation, innit? Like, we're not like mates and that. And the last time she come to my house, not only that, like, this is another thing you lot don't know. Me, Lucy, and Rocky and one of my other mates, we was out at night looking for him, grabbing the Spanish mountain police and saying, come with us, this is the last location. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we was actually doing bits, but you lot don't know that. Do you know what I'm saying? And the last time she come to my house, not only that, like, this is another thing you lot don't know. Me, Lucy, and Rocky and one of my other mates, we was out at night looking for him, grabbing the Spanish mountain police and saying, come with us, this is the last location. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we was actually doing bits, but you lot don't know that. Do you know what I'm saying? You're quick to fucking point fingers and say, oh, you done this, she done that. Bro, like, leave them alone, like, they're actually feeling it, do you know what I mean? Like, they're actually feeling it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's feeling it, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you lot don't know how I felt the minute he walked out, and then all of them lot come out, and we're in the night time at the side of the mountain shouting, Jay, 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 like, do you know what I'm saying? There's like a guilt in you thinking, like, bro, if I knew he was gonna walk, I would have said, bro, fucking chill out, like, you're not walking nowhere, do you know what I mean? But then I would have been told, oh, you had him hostage, so, you know what I'm saying? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Turn on Morty, guys. Yeah, I love you too, guys. Adam Blake, there wasn't a doorbell. How do you know? Well, it weren't a doorbell, it was actually a buzzer, but how do you know they weren't there, bro? Like, you weren't there, bro. Like, I was, you weren't. Like, what are you on about, bro? Like,
why are you getting so defensive?
Saying it weren't a doorbell, like, what, you know what I'm saying? Where is the blanket? I left it in the fucking Airbnb. Well, he left it on the sofa furthermore. Do you know what I'm saying? And I left it on the sofa, like, as to say, look, that's where he last was, that's his blanket, me gone. Do I run a coffee shop? No, you know, I don't, like, I helped out in that. Well, I don't run a coffee shop, I mean, it's a good coffee shop as well, so if you want to get yourself down there. See that? Like, this is another thing you lot don't know. Me, Lucy, and Rocky and one of my other mates, we was out at night looking for him, grabbing the Spanish mountain police and saying, come with us, this is the last location. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we was actually doing bits, but you lot don't know that. Do you know what I'm saying? You're quick to fucking point fingers and say, oh, you done this, she done that. Bro, like, leave them alone, like, you lot don't know how I felt the minute he walked out, and then all of them lot come out, and we're in the night time at the side of the mountain shouting, Jay, 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 like, you know what I'm saying? There's like a guilt in you thinking, like, bro, if I knew he was gonna walk, I would have said, bro, fucking chill out, like, you're not walking nowhere, do you know what I mean? But then I would have been told, oh,
people celebrated the life of tragic teen Jay Slater at a packed-out funeral service on Saturday morning. When the chapel in his hometown of Accrington was full, more than 100 mourners stood in the rain to hear tributes to Jay, who died after going missing during a holiday on the Spanish island of Tenerife. Jay's devastated family asked people to wear blue and each bring a rose to place on his coffin. Those gathered watched videos of Jay dancing to the soundtrack of Party All the Time. Friends paid touching tributes. One recalled how Jay would light up any room. Keep partying hard up there. I will do you proud, my mate, he said.
Pay attention to Jay's eyes, his eye. He went missing allegedly at 8:30 in the morning. This is around 5-4 in the morning. It looks like he was beaten badly. Jay didn't look well at all. So even in his final hours in the nightclub, the waitress said she gave him water for free because Jay did not look well. What happened to Jay? Did something happen to Jay after the nightclub? Did he ever make it to Moscow? Or did they put him under the ravine on the 15th of July, 29 days later? Christopher Tenerife is one of the mountain climbers who was helping in the rescue of Jay Slater. He's a mountain climber. He's a former military man. He helped a lot in this case. I don't know what happened. I believe some trolls got into him and he got really upset. But his account was deleted from TikTok, and he was very involved in this case. It was strange enough that I heard he was the one who gave the police the tips where Jay's deceased body was. Does he know Ayub? He lives in Tenerife. Does he know Lucy May? What does he know? So trigger warning, watch this. It's a bit funny for me, but trigger warning.
My little pumpkin. Like, nobody follows you, pumpkin. Nectarine is like, a peach without the fur. Probably don't get that in Yorkshire or Lancashire or wherever you're from. Hot tub. I think I might even break the rules because if I want to have a cigarette, I'll have one. TikTok's not going to tell me what to do, but TikTok will tell you what to do. Do you know why? Because you're looking for likes. You want followers because you're a sociopath. You're a needy person. You need likes. Do you know how much I need likes? This is how much I need likes. That's how much I need likes. I'll do what I want on my video. Fuck TikTok. You'll bend over and take it over the backside because you got no backbone. What are you gonna do, TikTok? I was taking over countries at 22 years old. I was getting rid of dictators at 22 years old. What are you gonna do to me?
Wow.
Yeah, but all your little minion followers, they'll all dance to your little tune, won't they? Fucking wasters. Fucking plebs. Cretins. No backbone. Couldn't fight a war if it fucking smacked them in the face.
Did he fall?